What's up, everybody? Hope all of y'all are doing undeniably fan-freaking-tastic out there. It's Monday, and you know what that means.
It's vlog day with Ken.
Vlog day once again. And folks, this vlog here today might be a little bit of a doozy. Alright, but I knew that this vlog had to be done eventually. She knew this vlog had to be done eventually. And personally, in both of our lives, ever so slowly, we have been letting this cat out of the bag since at least, what was it, June, July, somewhere around there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We kind of been trying to go about this very delicately, like as far as trying to get the news out of it, get the news of it out very slowly. All right. Some folks in her personal life know about this. Some folks in my personal life know about this. But today we need to let you viewers know about it because you deserve to know too. All right. But there's no easy way to avoid saying it, so should I just rip the Band-Aid off? Let it just come out and say it already?
Yeah.
Alright, romantically speaking, Queen Enterprises and I, we have decided to split up. But, hear us out. Alright? I'm not brokenhearted about this. I'm not depressed about this. You're not, are you? We kind of saw the writing on the wall for a long time now, but we needed to know how this is going to be addressed going forward. And we talked with some people in my church about this, and yeah, right now, with the way everything's been going on and with the way we've been seeing how things were playing out, we figured this was definitely for the best. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
But now, notice I said the word split up. This is not a breakup. Alright. To give you an example, what happens when a Scooby-Doo mystery happens? Fred says, let's split up and look for clues. Just because the team split up in that moment didn't mean that they broke up. Okay? Split up means that the members of the team try to separate and, strategize on one common goal. Alright? And right now, the common goal for both of us is growth. Okay? And I don't consider her an ex-girlfriend, but I'm not going to be considered an ex-boyfriend either, am I?
Mm-mm.
The term is former girlfriend and former boyfriend going forward. Alright? But currently, just regular friends.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Pop culture and society would have it painted up to say that because we're not romantically involved with the other, then we should stop associating each other with. We should stop associating ourselves with each other. All right, but that can't be the case. No. When I call her my former girlfriend, and when I'm referred to as her former boyfriend, look at it as a former champion in wrestling. All right. When somebody wins a championship, good, great. When they lose it, unless they have like some kind of career-altering injury, or unless their career was on the line, something like that, eventually down the line, they always have an opportunity to win a championship back most of the time. An opportunity isn't the same thing as permission. An opportunity isn't the same thing as...
Your hand is purple.
Remember, that was my bruised hand?
Oh.
Yeah, it's still healing a little bit. Now, just because you lose a championship doesn't mean that you're going to have a right to get a championship back. You got to put in the appropriate work for it, if that's the direction you want to go in. Same thing with us being a former boyfriend and a former girlfriend to each other. All right, but look, as it stands right now, we are currently speaking at the time of this vlog being filmed. Neither of us are actually actively looking to be in a relationship yet. And that's one thing that kind of led to us splitting up is that, again, we kind of saw the writing on the wall. And what that means is that what we saw was the way we got started and how our future's going to go. Because, look, I'm 31, she's 24. We don't know what God has in plan for either of us. Alright? But this is where faith comes in. This is where we got to put our trust in God, and we got to do some work on ourselves. Okay? What that means is that we're still going to be open to the possibility of it happening in the future, but just right now we're taking this one day at a time. All right. One thing that Queen and I found out recently was that one of the reasons why we got started dating to begin with was because, well, at the time, I felt like I didn't have much of a choice either. Some of y'all saw my docuseries and how I talked about my past with finding romance or finding a girlfriend or whatever. And, yeah, I had little to no experience. Queen here, basically the same thing. I mean, yeah, she's had other boyfriends before me, but if there's anything that she's learned in this time, what was it? What have you learned? I feel like I'm talking too much.
Yeah. It's work hard.
At what?
Life. Responsibility.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. When Queen and I got started, she didn't have much experience about knowing how to be a girlfriend either. Me, I didn't have much experience about how to be a boyfriend. But there was literally a vlog that I filmed back in 2021. I was standing in the back of a church drinking a cup of tea when literally the night before is when I met her for the first time. And during that day I was drinking that cup of tea behind the church out of town, that's when she offered to be my girlfriend at the time. You went a little bit too quick, didn't you? Jumped the gun, didn't you?
Yeah, something with a nose. Oof.
Well, when it comes to the best nose, you got to pick yours, right?
No.
Yeah. But she wanted to be my girlfriend literally only one day after meeting me in person. Right?
Yeah.
And I mean, I was hesitant at first. She wasn't. You didn't want to wait.
No.
Pretty much this relationship was started without a proper foundation. This relationship was started without a proper foundation. And our very last warning sign was when we went to her church a couple months ago, and lo and behold, the Sunday school lesson was talking about having a proper foundation in a marriage, which can also be applied to having a proper foundation, I guess, in a regular boyfriend-girlfriend relationship. And that was our problem. We had no foundation established. We just went straight to it. Yeah.
Wake up. Both on your face.
I don't know. I think I fell into some grass or something. I don't know what it is. It's like some kind of rash.
Oh.
Yeah. This cheek's been itchy for some reason. I don't know what it is. Hopefully I'm not coming down with chicken pox. Don't know if that's possible. Or is it shingles at my age? Oh no, hope I'm not getting too old. I hope it's not. I hope it's not shingles. Don't curse me like that. All right. Anyway. Where was I? Yeah. But we had no proper foundation, and we tried to hold on as long as we could. We did. But look, this split up is nothing like what happened back in 2023. Okay? At the start of 2023, there was some bad mojo involved for both of us. There was some outside interference going on. It's kind of a personal story. We don't want to get into that.
No.
But that was an unexpected breakup. Okay? No. That was an unexpected split up. The difference between that one and this one is that for this one, we saw this coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess because we saw this coming, that's why we're not heartbroken by it. You're not heartbroken, are you? But look, by no means this... How about this? By no means is this an end to Queen Enterprises' partnership here on SSP. You'll still see her occasionally from time to time, and especially as one of my co-hosts on my live streams.
Mm-hmm.
So, as far as that goes, she's not going anywhere.
When are you going to be live again?
Yeah, it's December 21st.
Oh, wow.
Sunday, December 21st.
I'll be at church then.
No, it's at 7 p.m.
Oh, 7 p.m., yeah.
Yeah. But remember, I got that match in Gastonia the night before.
Oh.
Yeah. Ooh. I just realized.
What?
We may not be there in person with each other for the 21st. For that vlog.
Why?
Because remember, you'll be at your house, I'll be here.
Oh.
But look, me and her, we've invested way too much time into knowing each other at this point. Because now at this point, she knows a lot of folks in my family. I know folks in her family. I've been to her church. She's been to my church.
Uh-huh.
She's got folks in my church that she knows very well.
Mm-hmm.
So as far as the future goes with Queen Enterprises and I goes, it's better to be front. Okay, long term speaking, I'm gonna rip another band-aid off here.
Mm-hmm.
Long term speaking, it became clear that she was gonna be a better friend than a wife one day. Make sense? Just like I was gonna be a better friend than a husband.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But look, Queen Enterprises and I, we have had talks about her future, about certain things,
Mm-hmm.
but certain goals have not been compromised. Okay? Like, there's some stuff happening in her life that she said that she wants changed, but that's her own personal business. I'm not going to disclose any of that. But this split up has this split up is not going to compromise any of those plans going forward. Okay? We're still going to help each other whenever possible. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright? Because, look, I know that there's going to be some people out there trying to assume something, trying to tell a certain truth that isn't correct. And look, I get it. I said a while ago some stuff about Queen Enterprises that probably wouldn't have been true today. Look, we're young, we experience life as it happens,
Mm-hmm.
and we learn lessons. Okay?
No.
So we just gotta take it one day at a time.
Mm-hmm.
No, we can't rush into anything. If that's anything that this relationship has taught us, we can't rush into anything. We gotta take time with our, decisions.
Yeah.
This is an example of us finally trying to grow up. And you know what? If you would have told James at 24 that he was going to find a way to actually get a girlfriend one day, but then have to find a way to be mature enough to end the relationship entirely, then he probably would have slapped you in the face and then walked away. Because James at 24, he was depressed. James at 24, he didn't have a girlfriend. James at 24, he was still lovesick. But now this is probably one of the best examples I can give about how you viewers out there have seen me grow up on this channel.
Yep.
Because there was a time where I was so daggum depressed, so daggum sad, because I was single for so long. But now look at me. I found the courage to say that Queen Enterprises lasted as long as we needed to.
Yeah.
But by no means was our relationship up to this point a waste of time. We've learned lessons, we've had fun, and our families are still tied together. Well, sorta. Yeah. Let me see how much time we got on here. Been filming 16 minutes so far. But look, I encourage you. I encourage you to still support her on her channel.
79 subscribers now. That's 79 subscribers.
And I'm trying to get her some more wrestlers for her to interview in the future.
Yeah.
She's still gonna be invited to birthday events. She's still gonna be invited to Thanksgivings and Christmases as they arise. That's not gonna change.
No.
But one other thing I didn't actually discuss was that okay, one of the reasons why we kept sticking together so long up to this point was kind of a hidden detail.
Yep.
I didn't want to split up with her because I was afraid that without her I would have nobody else. And she was the same way. You thought that if we split up, you would have another boyfriend. But at that point, our fear became bigger than our love.
Yep.
And that wasn't healthy. So another fear she had was she said that she didn't want to lose me. She didn't have to. And that's another reason why we're calling it a split up. Just because we're not romantically involved doesn't mean that you're losing me.
No.
I'm still going to exist, right? You're still going to exist. We're not losing each other.
No.
We could still be friends, we can still love each other. And at this point, I was telling her, look, at this point, with everything that she's done for me, everything I've done for her, and everything we've survived together, which keep that word survive in mind, because we're going to get to that here in a minute. I told her that pretty much she doesn't have to be my girlfriend for me to love her anymore. Like, she still loves me even though I'm not a boyfriend.
No.
And right there, that's a love that can't be compromised. Unless, of course, one of us does something horrendously sadistic or horrific. I don't know, like locking 4 people in a basement. You know what I'm talking about. And you know what? I think that's a good segue to transition into something. Okay. I'm not going to be going live next week. Well, no, not live. I am not going to be uploading this up everybody next Monday. That's in the heart of Christmas week, and I'm not opposed to taking a Monday off for the sake of Christmas week. Because I know next Monday, that's when I got that OSG coming out. But, as I was saying, a good cliffhanger for today could lead us to Sup Everybody coming up on December the 29th. that's the last Monday before New Year's Eve. And that word that I said survive earlier, that word when I said that word survive earlier, about how both of us survived something major, alright? I'm going to give you folks a name to Google, okay? Because I have been trying to refrain myself from talking about this situation personally since the news broke about it back in August. Donnie Birchfield Jr. Google that name. For those of you that don't know the story, frickin' Google that name. And heck, if you don't want to Google it, heck, look up that name here on YouTube. Look up all the news about that man. And then come December the 29th, I'm going to tell you why that name specifically is unique from my story and for her story too. Alright? So, y'all look that name up as soon as this vlog is over with, okay? Y'all read the news, y'all listen to what you need to listen to, and we'll address that in 2 weeks. Because that is a can of worms that is just vile, okay? That's a can of worms that is just vile. But back to Queen Enterprises and I. She's still going to be helping me on some videos going forward. She's still going to be live with me. But I still love her. Mm-hmm. And it's like what I said on the docuseries. I said that being friend-zoned isn't a bad thing. Sometimes being friend-zoned is actually protection. Pretty much, if this split-up didn't happen, it may have been ugly for both of us. Because sometimes if you try to friend-zone yourself with somebody, sometimes if you try to date someone, you run the risk of ruining a good friendship. But when the love runs deep enough, that's a risk both of you are willing to take. And both me and her, we saw the red flags approaching. Heck, there's a lot of red flags that we kept looking past. But we kept pushing forward as much as we could. And then once we started growing up this past summer, we realized that we had to talk about this eventually. So, heck, it's been 4 years, Queen. Mm-hmm. We made this last 4 freaking years.
Yep.
Good job. Good job.
Mm-hmm.
But in 10 years' time, I can hope to say that when she's 34 and when I'm 41, that we're still going to be friends. Mm-hmm. Don't know if I'm going to have SSP running that long, but we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, yeah, folks. Yep. Y'all pray for both of us as we embrace our new chapters of life together. Again, there was no animosity here. There was no broken hearts about this situation.
Subscribe to me.
Subscribe to her.
Yeah.
Dang nabbit.
Yeah, get me up to 80.
Yeah, she's very close. Get her up to 80. All right.
Yes.
For come out there and suplex all y'all. I'm gonna be Gunther, and if you don't subscribe to her, I'm gonna be Gunther, and all you viewers are gonna be like John Cena. But only this time, you're not gonna be smiling when you tap out. Bye, John. We can't see anime anymore. But yeah, me and her, we did get to watch the Cena's farewell match this past Sunday.
Final match.
Yeah. Saturday night, we was supposed to go to a Christmas lighting at High Seas in the Indian Lands, South Carolina. Only issue was, we got there, we wasn't expecting there to be so many people. And there was a line for the bathroom. Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
But we get to the front desk,
And they expected us to still go ahead and pay our way in, but it was going to be a 2-hour waiting time. They wanted to put us on a waiting list for 2 hours. And after riding up there for about an hour and a half, that was just bogus. On the way back, though, we accidentally took the wrong route, and we ended up riding through Fort Mill, and goodness gracious, the Christmas decorations we saw up there around Railroad Avenue, wow. Just wow. And if there wasn't a better example of divine intervention, I get out of that truck. I walk across the railroad tracks right there across the street from the Christmas tree. I look up and I see a shooting star. Perfect timing. Freaking perfect timing. Alright. And I guess there's more stuff I do. Got to talk about that in 2 weeks. Because, y'all, this past weekend for me, from December the 12th to now, it's been wow. So coming up in 2 weeks, there's a lot of stuff I got to talk about. I got to talk about the significance of that Donnie name and about why he matters to this story. And I got to talk about how my 2025 has been in review.
You know, I gotta do stuff at home. Well, not at home, but
You gotta do your Christmas shopping.
Gotta do my live streams. Let's say, what do you think?
No. Alright, anything else to add before I turn this thing off?
Tune in, let me think. God. Tune in my collection video, whatever.
Which one?
My photo card collection.
Okay, yeah.
Tune in that.
Check in on her channels and look for yourself. Yeah. Alright. But, anywho, y'all, thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. We're going to go ahead and wrap this video up. See, this laugh, I can't break away from this laugh. This laugh's going to keep following me. We're going to go ahead and wrap this vlog up now. And yeah, thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. I love each and every one of you. So,
I had a good birthday.
Mm-hmm.
I did.
But, oh yeah, look, folks, one other rule that Queen and I have been kind of talking about. You remember how I said this was like, you know...
a fun life. What am I to say?
No. You remember how I said that, we wasn't in a hurry to do anything else? Okay, folks, sorry. The camera just ran out of space. But, anywho, as I was trying to say before I got cut off. Now, so, remember how I said that this split up discussion has been going on since, well, the summertime? Well, some of you may be asking yourself, but, James, what about that Help Woman Halloween movie? Like, y'all still kissed. She was still living with your girlfriend at the time. Well, yeah, because canonically speaking, at that time, yes, SelfStandard was still dating Queen Enterprises. Alright, but at that point, it was just acting. It was just a character, alright? If we base romances off just kisses alone, look, my first kiss didn't even come from her. Alright? I didn't meet her till I was 27. My first kiss came at 26, and that one was never featured here on SSP. Not officially, anyway. And heck, there's women out there that host these things called kissing booths, where they sell kisses per currency. Whatever. Alright, so, in the movie at that point, that kiss just became just business, okay? But pretty much between Queen Enterprises and I going forward, look, there's nobody to get mad at either of us. Alright, yes, I'm still single. Yes, she's officially single now. Alright. Pretty much at this point, kisses are very rare, okay? pretty much at this point, a kiss has then got to the point where it's valued almost as like basically a handshake at this point, almost. Yep, we still handshake, we still hug, whatever. Alright. So, look, I guess in closing on this chapter between SelfStandard and Queen Enterprises. What?
I got startled.
Startled?
Yeah, startled.
But what?
I don't know.
As far as the future goes between SelfStandard and Queen Enterprises goes, I guess right here for the vlog. Consider this the last, and I do mean the very last kiss that you'll see shared between SelfStandard and Queen Enterprises on camera. Queen, no matter what, I still love you. Here's to the future. Good. Thank you. So, yep. Now we can wrap this vlog on up. See, we're still synchronized.
Yep.
Alright. And, yeah. Until next time, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Tune it. Not tune in. Subscribe to me.
Yeah, subscribe to her already. We already talked about that.
Subscribers.
She's trying to get to 8 subscribers. That got it.
80.
Yeah, 80 subscribers. Alright. And yeah. So, thank you all for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Love you all.
And love you all, too.
And here comes my hug of appreciation. Unless you want to do it.
You do it.
Okay.
You do it.
Bye.